The Addictions Academy announces the Canadian Addiction Counsellors Certification Federation has formally accepted them as an approved educational institution and certified their core curriculum. The Addictions Academy founder Dr. Cali Estes is proud to announce they have been approved by the Canadian Addiction Counsellors Certification Federation as a certified educational institution with their alcohol and drug counselor curriculum. Academy recently announced the Canadian Addiction Counsellors Certification Federation has completed the review of their application for curriculum review for the addiction counseling program and found that it meets their standards for formal education. A certified alcohol and drug counselor is a career that is in high demand due to the increasing opioid epidemic and lack of qualified professionals to assist with the current crisis, explained Dr. Estes. She continued, "It's wonderful that we can now bring this important training to Canada. And not just for new certifications, but our approval allows us to teach continuing education as well." The Addictions Academy is the global leader in addiction recovery coach training and certification. Their certified addictions counselor training allows graduates to be at the forefront of helping others with their drug and alcohol addictions. Once enrolled in the program, students receive the 350 hours necessary to understand how to counsel clients with addictions. Estes said, "Where addiction counselors work in the field of addiction varies. Most will work in a professional addiction treatment setting, for a private or non-profit corporation, or even in private practice. We prepare our graduates for all the job roles and functions they will encounter as an addictions counselor." The Canadian Addiction Counsellors Certification Federation, CACF, promotes, certifies and monitors the competency of addiction-specific counselors in Canada using current and effective practices, which are internationally recognized. The certification CACF issues and its professional conduct review process provide public protection for counselors, employers, regulatory agencies, clients and their families. The Certified Addictions Counselor designation is an intermediate substance abuse credential for those persons who work side by side with clinical staff to develop and implement client treatment plans, as well as provide specified substance abuse treatment services. The nation's opioid crisis reached new proportions in 2018, continuing to increase from the unbelievable 70,000 deaths we saw in 2017. Overdose deaths are now higher than deaths from HIV, car crashes, or gun violence at their peaks. The fallout from the opioid epidemic has been far-reaching, and drug companies are paying hundreds of millions of dollars to settle opioid lawsuits. A report in the New York Times most recently about a settlement reached with major opioid drug manufacturers stated, in the settlement, the drug distributors, McKesson, Cardinal Health and AmerisourceBergen, which distribute about 90% of all the medicines to pharmacies, hospitals and clinics in the United States, agreed to pay $215 million to the two Ohio counties that brought the lawsuit. Teva, the Israel-based manufacturer of generic drugs, agreed to pay $20 million in cash over 3 years and donate $25 million worth of addiction treatment drugs such as a generic Suboxone, which blunts cravings for opioids. The story continued. Even as the two-county settlement was being announced, the drug distributors and other corporate defendants in the trial were pursuing a global deal, worth $48 billion in cash and donated addiction treatments, to resolve all opioid lawsuits against them. Video link, opioid problem, along with alcohol and numerous other substance use disorder issues is creating more demand for our services than ever, said Dr. Estes. And not just here in the US, worldwide this is huge. We're glad we can provide this valuable training globally. If you are battling addiction, either yourself or within your family, you are not alone. A lot of people, approximately 21 million Americans and 8 million Canadians, are experiencing life-threatening substance use disorder today. Dr. Cali Estes and the Addictions Academy have been offering a wide-ranging assortment of advanced training for years in an ongoing effort to counteract the growing addiction problem. The Academy has more than 30 faculty teaching over 40 courses in 5 different languages. Program graduates can be found in 23 countries helping address the addiction problem worldwide. For more info on the Addictions Academy, go to learn more about Dr. Cali Estes, the addictions coach, visit